pop culture reference. Sorry.
What's up, guys? So it looks like we're live on Twitch and YouTube, but Kick did not work. All right, time to give up on Kick on StreamYard. So no Wicked's World's gonna be on Kick. It's okay. I thought I'd give it one more try. But how are you guys doing? Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's having a great week. Thanks for coming to hang out. I am exhausted from yesterday, but I had a great time. I'll have some stuff up on my vlog channel in a little bit, maybe tomorrow or the next day. Start getting a couple little like shorts up. I tried Butterbeer for the first time. Blabs is so happy. Thank you, Herschels, for putting my donation link over on Twitch. But yeah, it works. Twitch works great with this. With StreamYard, so we'll just do YouTube and Twitch for this, and then, like, everything is gonna be on like, for the gaming streams, it'll go on everything. I look tanned. Well, it's because I have my window open. My lights always wash me out. I've been tanned for a bit. I always thought it looked so funny on stream. They look, like, washed out from the lights. But, yeah, as long as it's I'm gonna start keeping my blinds open because I like the natural light. It looks better. I can forgive anything but TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I used to, um, but then I was just like, "I don't like this app." So I got rid of it. I mean, everything that you can find like, that you look for on TikTok, like, that's gone viral or whatever, you can see on Instagram Reels or, uh, YouTube Shorts, so Azra says, "I'm a vampire, I don't tan, I burn." I had a friend like that. She used to hate it because I'd go outside for, like, 5 minutes and be tan, um, and she would burn, and then poor girl, her sunburn didn't turn into a tan, it just turned back pale. Mark of Reality, the first super chat of the night. Thank you, Mark. What did the butterbeer taste like? So, okay, I hadn't eaten anything all day at this point, and it was very hot. If anyone doesn't know what butterbeer is, it's a Harry Potter thing. It's not actual beer. It's like a sweet drink, like kind of like a frosty. That's what I would say, I guess. I don't know, like a creamy frosty. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of how it tasted. Like I would say maybe like I got the frozen one, obviously, because I'm not a psychopath. It was 86 degrees Fahrenheit for the Celsius people that don't that might get confused. It was 86 degrees, so I got the frozen, and I guess it kind of tastes like a frozen cream soda, kinda. I don't know. I don't really drink soda anymore. But it's really good. I think you can get it with liquor in it. I'm not positive though. You'd have to ask one of the like other people that go all the time. But I do think that you can probably get one with liquor in it. I don't know though. I know they have a hot version and a frozen version, and I got the frozen version. So I'll post a short of me trying it. Um, it's a butterscotch cooler. Yeah, AP, yeah, butterscotch. That's right. It's more butterscotch than like cream soda. It's the cream on the top that makes you think that. That makes me think of, like yeah, it's like very creepy. Anyways, it was good. I'll get you know what? I'll probably make sure I edit the short tonight and then get it up. So if you're not guys here, let me pull it up real quick. I hardly ever like I feel weird like plugging my stuff, but I really like this channel that I started. It's my vlog channel. Food and vlog. I started it with just food, and then I'm like, "You know what? Like, I'm in Florida. Maybe I should go to theme parks sometimes, and there's other cool places I can go to, restaurants and stuff." So, um, it's my food and vlog channel. Let me show it. I pinned it in the comments here on YouTube. Uh, if one of my mods possibly could post it over oh, never mind. Herschel's is already on it, posting it over on Twitch. Thank you. And I'll say hi to everybody in just a second. I see everyone. So here is my Wicked Manja channel. I do food vlog and just everything that I don't put on my Wicked Virtue channel, I pretty much throw on here. Like yesterday, I went live from. Sorry, that's a silly look on my face. I was having an issue. Um, I went live for a little bit at Universal. I'll do longer live streams and vlogs from there very soon. I need a mic and I need to recalibrate my gimbal because if you were there yesterday, I watched it back. It actually looked pretty funny and it's kind of on brand for me. It just like kept flopping down like the gimbal, so it's like I'm just like holding it and then boop. So it just needs to be recalibrated. If I had known that, I would have had it ready. But yes, guys, please. I'm almost at 800 over there. So if you're interested in, vlog stuff, I do a little bit of everything over there, but basically just like trying restaurants. I make food, and I go to the theme parks and just random little adventures. Like this place was this was awesome. This place here. This was a few months ago when I was in New York. Say Cheese Pizza Comic Book Cafe. It was like a restaurant and bar, and they had just a bunch of collectibles and comics and stuff. It was really cool. So things like that is what I'll throw up here. Yeah, Mark, a gimbal. This is it right here. It's what everyone uses when they like vlog around the theme parks to keep it steady. It holds the phone and it like, you can rotate and stuff, but mine kept going like this and I just got to figure out how I recalibrate it. Cuz this is a good one. I've had this for a while. That's what that is. When you see everybody walking around like at the theme parks and stuff, they usually have one of those. Okay. What's up with the camera? Well, Eric, I just explained that. Gimbal couldn't take the heat. Yeah, maybe. It was melting. But how is everyone doing? Let me say hi. Hold on. I'm so sad. Let me just remove it. I give up on Kick for StreamYards, but you know what? It's fine. I prefer. Wait, let me just. We're still live, right? Okay. Didn't mess up the stream. I prefer just to game and do like the craft stuff on Kick anyways. Okay. Lucifer the Doberman, hello. Devastasia. Also, Devastasia, you commented on that vlog. Uh the live chat is up on there now. I think sometimes it takes like a few hours, like a day or something, for the live chat to pop up on those, but it's on there now. Hokies, Psychotic Mongoose, Shane, Jose Taco, Brandon Blair. Mongoose is also over on Twitch. Smallville Man, Shane. Thank you for this the super thanks. Is that what it's called for the super thanks? Yesterday, also Shane, Azur. Eric, Ezra, AP, Mark Reality. And I usually do this first, but I got, I'm a yapper. Captain Nova. And Brother Snape with 2, thank you. You look stunning. A gentleman has no shame saying that. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very kind of you to say. And Shane says 86 Fahrenheit is 69 Celsius, probably. Hertz, hello. Cranberry, Bugsy, Stephen John, Venombite, Andrew, Leon Kennedy says it'd be interesting to see you and Savvy have a girls' night gaming. I would love that, Leon. We actually, when I first had her on Saucy, we were talking about it, but we were having trouble finding a game that we both play. So maybe someday in the future, I would love that. Hi, Dengar. The base drink, butterscotch. Oh, here, AP's explaining it way better than I could. Thank you. That's the base drink, butterscotch soda, cold or warm. I have a local ice cream parlor that makes Boston coolers. It's the same, but the butterscotch pop instead of Verners for the. I almost said veneers. What the heck? Verners for the cold version. Thank you. Hello, Matt. You probably sent that question before it was answered. Yeah, probably. Bad kick misbehaving. I know. Laserborn. Hello. Jacob Joseph Ankerbar, I've been there. They've got Pretty good wings. They have a really yummy Loganberry martini. If you know, you know. Loganberry is a Western New York thing. Uh, Anthony says, "How was your weekend?" It was great. Thank you for asking. Holocron, hello. Google has become Taco Bell. What do you mean, Azra? Do I want to know? Jonathan Stevie, hello. James. Holocron's also over on Twitch and Herschel's. Thank you. Okay. Loganberry is very Western New York. It's so good. Now that I've like when I was a kid, absolutely loved Loganberry, and I still like it now, but man, is it sweet. Um, oh, it's a Demolition Man reference. Rachel Hill, hello. All right, we got all the hellos out of the way. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I like having Wicked's World back. It's so funny because sometimes I'm like, oh, I might only have an hour worth of content today, and then it always still goes to 2 hours because we like to talk over here. So we will watch the Wednesday trailer in a little bit, but we're just gonna have to mute it and kind of skim through it because there's a song playing throughout the whole thing. So we don't want to my stream to get taken down. Texas Goon, hello. Shell Frogs, hi. But yeah, we got a few things to talk about today. You know what we're gonna start with? This crazy YMCA story. Like I think they're cooked. I think it's safe to say they're cooked. You guys, some people probably know what I'm talking about here. I'm just gonna pull up the tweet that I see here from Libs of TikTok. Uh, Hi Picasso. I'm not gonna play the sound. I'm just gonna read it and let the clip play because I don't know how this works. I don't want to get in trouble. It's probably fine because I think it's like a news clip. But so let me zoom in. So phone's nuts bugging me. Okay. So, a man at the North Kansas City YMCA in Missouri reportedly entered the women's locker room and exposed himself to a 7-year-old girl and her mother. When confronted by the mother, the man reportedly said, "Honey, I'm a woman." Um, he would have gotten he would have gotten kicked in his woman parts. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't care. Assault is happening. If no, just no. But anyways, YMCA released a statement saying individuals are allowed to use the locker room or restroom that they identify with. So they stood by this guy. Not only so I could see, I think it's so stupid. This whole it's messed up, right? But I could see them saying like, "Oh, he walked into there," and like I don't agree with this at all, by the way. But I'm saying like if he goes in there, is like, "I identify as a woman," not okay. But not only that, but he exposed himself, and they're still standing by him. Like, what we are living in a crazy world. That's all I have to say on that. But local police have opened an investigation for indecent exposure. Good, as they should. Now, I don't like to scroll on Twitter because sometimes comments are crazy, but I was looking into this, so I want to scroll down a little bit. Yeah, and Valiant comments, time to file a lawsuit against that YMCA for child endangerment. Here we go. Here we go. I found it. There was another one. So this is one of the comments. Oops. I hate when my taskbar thing pops up on me and I'm trying to present. Okay. So this what happened at another YMCA, apparently. Actually, hold on. You know what? What's this one? I'm gonna actually share the sound on this one. Oh wait, no, you know what? I shouldn't. Never mind. They say some spicy things. I did watch this earlier. So, same thing is happening at the Berkeley YMCA, but women have had enough. It says, DM me if you're in NorCal and want to get involved in our YMCA protest. So women are protesting against this. Good. It's about time. Today, women are real. Like, how this is the world we live in right now, that there has to be some kind of organization called that. Women are real. Stood with Elizabeth Kenny, who encountered a naked man in the women's locker room at the Berkeley YMCA. The YMCA doesn't see a problem. We do. We had many productive conversations. This wasn't one. Affirming parents will be the last holdouts. So this woman here, you can we'll read what she says. This lady bugs out and starts like cussing up a storm at these people. She just walks by their protest, which is a peaceful protest because believe it or not, a lot of the time people that are more on the sane leaning side, right? They actually have peaceful protests and they don't attack people because they disagree with their opinion. Shocker, I know. So, you know, having a good old time protesting against the YMCA. And then this woman, look at her. Something about Palestine, I think. I don't even know. Oof. Your tolerance, your failure to tolerate about what about women? F you. What about women and girls? F you. That's all she has to say. F you. What about women and girls? My daughter is a woman. Yeah, you should protect her. Why do you think we don't want men in locker rooms? She's a woman. Think. Oh, she says she's a woman that you think. Ugh, the close up, her face is gross. She says she's a woman that you think isn't a woman. Oh, so she's a boy. So F you. You gave birth to a boy. F you. They were so calm though. I don't want to play it because I don't like having like that language on here. But they're so calm, like, so your daughter's a boy. F you. That's all they do. Like they can't have a productive conversation, and it's so sad. She has a juicy pimple. Called it. Yeah, you did. So, yeah, that's what's going on. I'm wondering what you guys think. I think the YMCA is gonna have some serious repercussions because times are changing. First of all, even before, this turn of, like, the presidency and everything, people were tired of this crap. Like, I do not want to go into a woman's locker room and there's a man in there. They imagine, like, these moms and these like, these parents with little girls, like, that's a terrifying thought. It's, PDF file type stuff. I gotta be careful because you can't say certain things on YouTube. Yeah, Ezra. I totally agree with that. Uh, exactly. That's what I was saying, JB. The center right have peaceful protests, left have riots. Yeah, it's very true. And I love yes, before we even got there, her daughter is a boy, exactly. Um, yeah, she's just mean. I love how Marcus she had a juicy pimple, yeah, I love that close up, like, just have their phone out. It's really sad, but I definitely think that YMCA is gonna feel this one because they're probably gonna be not probably, they gotta get hit with lawsuits, come on. If I was a mom in that locker room, oh, you better believe, uh I'm suing, okay? Um, but not only that, think of parents watching this, right? You're not even gonna be a mom, like, you're just a parent hearing about this. Are you gonna send your kid to the YMCA? If you're a sane parent, that is. No, you're not. You're not gonna go there, so there's no more fun. I was gonna make a joke, no more fun at the YMCA, but seriously, it's, it's disgusting is what it is, and it just needs to stop. There's boys and there's girls. Sorry to break it to people who don't wanna believe that because, you wanna have, I don't know. There's so many different lists of why people don't believe that. Um, and I can't keep up with them, and I don't care to. Chances always go for the nuts. Pow, exactly. So you kick them there and say, "Well, you know what? If you kicked me there, I wouldn't crumble." Just saying. That's the difference between me and you. But in other news, Pedro Pascal is inspired by octopuses. Octopi? How do you say it? I don't know. I wanted to get that story out of the way because it's a bit heavier and it's extremely ridiculous. So I'm like, let's get it out of the way, and then now we'll hop into sometimes I wonder if this guy is even real. Like things that like the way he what was it, the Oscars or something where he was wearing like rubber pants or something? I don't know. Uh he's yes, 15 minutes into an octopus. What's up, Blue Eyed Scorpio? Hello, everyone that just entered during my YMCA rant. So Pedro Pascal says he inspired his performance as Reed Richards from an octopus. I thought of the brilliance of an octopus. Like, what do you think he does drugs? He's gotta be like doing something. Because who sits there and goes, you know what's magnificent? What's brilliant? An octopus. Like, that is art. Um, remember when we didn't hate Pedro Pascal? What was that, like 5 years ago? I wouldn't say I hate him. I just think he's very odd and his takes are stupid. And yeah, hate's a strong word. So I thought of the brilliance of an octopus, not in any literal physical translated way, but I put it into my subconscious. Do you think he was just like he definitely was on like acid or something? You think he was just like this in his house, just like, "Ooh, I'm an octopus." I don't know, man. These people are loony. They're very loony. I don't know if there's anything like extra to read, so let's look at the article. Oh, it's right here. Hold on, let me share the sound. That's a fair point. I hate him. He pushes harmful ideologies on the youth. Well, for me, you know what? I'll just pray for Octo Boy here. Sorry, that was kind of mean, but you know what? He's kind of mean. So here's a article. Here's a clip of him saying it. Hold on, I didn't see this. Give me a second. He identifies as an octopus. Are we surprised though? Does any of this surprise us, especially with Hollyweird? All right, get out of here, ad.
Jaron and Reed Richards are both physical characters. Whose physicality challenged you more?
With Reed, his body may stretch, but this is a brain character. I guess I'll just give it completely away. I thought of the brilliance of an octopus. Not in any, like,
He said that so serious too.
literal, physical, translative way, but in a kind of like, put it into my subconscious. That's the biggest character secret reveal that I've given to you.
That's his big secret, guys. We learned it. You want to act like Reed Richards? Octopus. Yeah, like he was on exactly. He was on something there. Okay, thank you, Blue Eyed Scorpio. Now I feel much better. Okay, stop sharing. What's up, Clyde? Yeah, the thing is, Pedro, he just acts like a. You think he's trolling Sean? I think he might be serious though. Like I think these people are so full of themselves that they think that they're really like they're doing something, right? They're like, he's like, yeah, you know what? Octopus. Brilliant art. People are gonna remember this. I'm gonna be quoted about this in my brilliant octopus style acting in Fantastic Four. Uh man, I don't even know. Ian, thank you for the 50. Hold on, I need some water. Thank you, Ian, for the 50 pounds. That's not drugs. Or it would have been mildly amusing. He's pure mental. Ian does raise a strong point there. But first, I almost accidentally hit the wrong one, which would have been funny. Thank you so much for the 50 pounds, Ian.
Groovy.
You know, I really missed playing that clip. When I wasn't doing Wicked's World, that was one of my favorite ones to play. That one and the Yoda bruh one. Thank you, Ian. And mark a reality for 5. Pedro should play the Deep from The Boys. The Deep has an octopus that he's dating. Oh yeah, that's right. He does. Man, I gave up on The Boys. I liked the first season. I know nothing of the comics, so I don't know if they're loyal to the source material, but I liked season 1. But I gave up. What season are we even on now? I watched 2 seasons. I think. Yeah, I watched 2 seasons. Completely gave up. I'm like, this idea was so cool. Like superheroes in the real world, it wouldn't be all sunshine and rainbows. And then they're like, oh, we gotta put modern politics into everything. Like, we want to escape. Can you stop being stupid? That's like what my ask for Hollywood. Can you just stop being stupid and entertain us? James, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, guys, for the love tonight. Okay. So, what do we want to talk about next? I've got a few things, and I'm probably like breezing through it so fast. I'm sorry. I get excited, and then I talk about things really fast. Oh, you know what? Let's bring up this crap. Sorry to all the boys that love Jessica Alba, but she's retarded. I don't know what to tell you. I saw this and I was like, "You're joking." Now I should be careful because I'm not sure how TMZ is, which is funny enough because it's TMZ. When you share their stuff, so I'm just gonna share their tweet. Jessica Alba is proving that she's a girl's girl through and through. Jessica Alba says Blue Origin space mission angered the anger should be directed at Trump. Like what? Why? I don't even understand where she's going with this. If someone could explain it to me, that'd be great. Maybe I should open up the article. But gosh, this right here, I can't, man. Facelifts, don't get them. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Actors should stay out of politics. I totally agree. Listen, even if I yes, even if I what's up, Jerry? So even if I agree with an actor, I would still prefer, like, of course, I'm still gonna like them, right? I agree with them. There's actors that I disagree with on social, political, whatever, but I still like them as actors. An example is Charisma Carpenter from Buffy. I don't agree with her social takes or anything, but she was sweet as heck to me when I met her. Just so nice. And I love the character Cordelia. So just because I disagree with her, I can separate her work from, her bad takes. Sorry, Charisma, but I don't agree. It's when they get, like, really bad, though, where it's just like, "Gosh, I can't," it depends, like, if they get in trouble for, like, hurting somebody or you know what I mean? Then it's like, it's kinda hard, to, you know, watch them if they've done something just completely rotten and unforgivable, you know what I mean? Uh, what has Charisma said? Oh, man, just take a look at, like, her Instagram. She's, yeah, she's got some takes. Yeah, same, or Mark Hamill, right? Oh gosh, that's a big example. I still like Luke Skywalker and the Joker, but Mark Hamill is insufferable. Uh, but yeah, so let me see what this says. What did she even freaking say? Uh, I love how she's proving she's a girl's girl through and through, clapping back at Blue Origin bashers to say that their hate should be directed at President Donald Trump, not the women who made history. They made history. What's up, Power Kid Greg? They made history. Uh, on this week's New Shepard rocket trip to space. The actress kept it short. Oh, she put it. Okay, we've got the receipts here. The actress kept it short and sharp on her IG story. Just a bold this. That's really tells them. Above a post from political strategist Anna Navarro Cardenas, who said she couldn't see how 11-minute space flight by Lauren Sanchez, Gail King, Katy Perry, Amanda, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Aisha Carrie Ann Flynn was affected anyone's lives personally. All right, hold on. Let me take a sip of water before this is probably so stupid. Okay, so this. I've seen endless criticism of 5 women doing their space thing. I can't see how it affects our lives. We're just making fun of it, Jessica. Leave us alone. I wish people would show same energy and focus that anger towards fearlessly denouncing Trump's abuse of power. There it is. Which do affect countless lives in the US and the world. Okay, Jessica. Okay, Jessica. How stupid. Like, instead of being mad at women, you got to be mad at the white man, okay? This is why sometimes celebrities should just not say anything. Just I like Dark Angel. There's a couple roles that Jessica has that I'm fine with, but don't talk about things like this because you sound silly, Jessica. Hi, Donna Hall. Thank you. It's so funny. You want to know, like, we're on the internet, right? You guys are in the chats, you're on Twitter and stuff. So you see the majority of the stuff that I see. Now, my mom does not. So her surprise when I tell her some of this stuff, she thinks it's a joke. And I'm like, we are living in a bit of a clown world these days. So you're not wrong, Mom. You're not wrong. And you know what? Stay away from the internet. Keep your mind, keep your sanity, stay away from these people. It's nuts. Just nuts. Jose Taco says, I had the biggest crush on her when I was young. I think most guys did. Hey, she's a very pretty woman. All right, what do we got here? Oh, you know what? Do I have anything else from Until Dawn? So I didn't see it. I wanted to see the Until Dawn movie. I've played through the game twice. It did not get good reviews. Anybody here see the Until Dawn movie? Trey's not here. He may have. I don't think Trey's here. If you're here, Trey, say hi. Trey's the movie guy. She can't even describe how. Oh, that's the thing, Picasso. When you ask them, they say "F you," and they get all mad, like that woman with the big pimple. I guess it did. I didn't know that it did, JB. Let me see when it came out. Maybe this is just critic reviews. They didn't like it until movie 2025. Hour and 43 minutes. Did it release? Oh yeah. Oh no. It releases tomorrow. Okay. So maybe like early screenings, I guess. But we'll see right here. It's the Hollywood Handle. Oh, I got should I go see it? Maybe I should go see it and give you guys a real review on it because I did enjoy the game, even though the second playthrough I killed everybody, and I'm sorry for anyone who had to see that. I made one little mistake and I killed everybody. The first time I didn't though. That was a long time ago. It was like what, 6 years ago? Forever ago. What's up, Sandman? Okay, let's see. We've got the Hollywood Handle, the Until Dawn film debuts with a 45% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's releasing in theaters tomorrow. Okay, so you know what? Maybe it didn't flop, but I'm still gonna keep the title that way because I didn't I didn't have the biggest like hope for this. Who is even hold on. Who's even direct? Was this Blumhouse? No, I know the Dead by Daylight movie. Oh, it's Sony. Oh my gosh, I kind of want to go see this just to see. All right, anyways. So yeah, it's coming soon. Well, what the heck? I thought it was already released. That's fine. We can still talk about it. I had another tab up for it. This looks like I forget their names. This actually looks like the one character. Hold on. Until Dawn movie. Let's see who's playing who. Okay, so we've got they didn't even get Hayden Panettiere? I mean, come on. She's not like old looking. She could still play the role. I could have sworn I thought they were gonna get her. Okay, they got P. Okay, so Max. I'm trying to see a bigger picture. Let's just zoom in. Goodness gracious. There we go. All right. I don't know who this is. He looks vaguely familiar though. Peter Stormare, they got him as Hill. He did the voice in the game, correct? Maya, I don't know any of these people except for him. Hayden's probably out saving whales. What? Is she like one of those people now? Hey, whatever. Whatever floats her boat. Megan, Clover. Oh, sorry. I'm reading this person these people just have one name. Nina, Abel. She looks kind of familiar. So there's no Sam. Wait, so Sam's not in the movie? She was the most important character. Hold the phone. Hold on. Is Rami Malek in the movie? No, this is the game. I'm looking for the film. This says it's the film. Okay, so Rami Malek. And they couldn't get Hayden? So they just wrote Sam out? She was such a big character. She's the only one that survives in the game. I mean, I get it. It's a movie. They can change it, but I loved Sam. Sam was everyone's favorite. The other girls were kind of annoying. I mean, oh, wait. She looks familiar. I think she was on some, like, ABC Family show or something that I vaguely remember. This is stupid. I didn't know that they were just kicking Sam out. Lame. I might still go see it. I don't know. The closest theater to me is like 30 minutes away. That's why I don't go to the movies that much. Unless it's something I really want to see. Maybe I predicted the future. So by saying flop. So, oh, here we go. There was another tab that I had. What's up, Janky Kong? Movie plot is almost entirely unrelated to the game from what I've seen. I did see a trailer a while ago. So despite its best gruesome efforts, the Until Dawn movie doesn't work. Review? Just play the Until Dawn game instead. Well, but they have a full review. Okay, so it says Until Dawn is a forgettable oddity, a video game adaptation that admirably strives to distinguish itself from its liberating source material, and somehow it still feels redundant. So this is the plot of this movie. 1 year after Melanie mysteriously disappears, Clover, there wasn't anyone named Clover in the game, right? No. And her friends try to I don't like this ad. These ads, get out of here. Oh, whatever. They try to retrace her steps of her final journey. After an ominous tip, they end up at a house in Glore Valley, creepily separated from the rain drenching its surroundings. Okay. Mm. So it's Descent Light. Oh, Descent Light opening scene brief, asphyxiating, visceral, is well employed. Sadly, the movie's time wimey. Okay, well, this is just the Until Dawn cast is saved by one returning face. Yeah. Okay, so this is like clips from the trailer. Can't believe they took Sam out. Like, they're doing something different, but she was such a well-liked character. That's so lame. All right. I stick by my title. Until Dawn flop. It's gonna flop. Oh, it's like this is just something silly that I found on Instagram. I get it. You do, special effects, whatever, but I thought this was really funny. This cape is so tiny. Maybe there's a scene where it gets like ripped off or something, but it looks silly. Christian Rocker, hello. All right, so I'm not the biggest Superman expert, but his cape needs to be at least 3 times bigger than this. I'm guessing either they're adding it, like special effects or something, or he got into a fight in the scene and the cape got ripped. I don't know. I don't have much to say on it. I just thought that was kind of funny. And I found it, so I thought I'd share it. What else? Trying to figure out what I want to bring up. Certain orders here. We got a few things. Oh yeah, I don't want to talk about the Kanye stuff. Weird. We'll save that for Saucy. Oh yeah, Wednesday. Here, I got the trailer. So I can't play the music. Am I being a size queen for capes? Well, I mean, that looked like it was a cape for a baby. Superman is a grown man. Is this thing on? Yes, Twitch is working. Yeah, they're probably gonna CGI the cape, which it'll either look real cool or real dumb. Let me mute this. Yeah, there's music, and I'm just gonna kind of skim through because I don't know how Netflix is. I know weirdly, like Disney doesn't get people for watching. Oh gosh, the sun is in my face now. Maybe this was a bad idea. The sun is going down. Hold on. Yeah, never mind. Is this thing on? Where am I? Where are you? I don't know, Americus. I don't know, but I am going to turn this way a little bit so that the sun is not completely blinding me while I'm trying to read your comments. Okay. So no sound on this, guys, because they play a song in the background throughout like the whole thing. But this is Wednesday season 2. Anybody here? Did anyone like the first season? It was 3 years ago, I think, 3 or 4 years ago, which seems like that was a while ago for this kind of show, but whatever. I guess Jenna Ortega was busy. I actually didn't mind the first season. I liked it. I'm not the biggest fan of Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia. But I did like Jenna Ortega. She did a good job as Wednesday. I didn't think anybody was gonna be able to even come close to Christina Ricci, but I think she does her own version, which works. Okay, so this just shows her. I don't know. She's going through security at like an airport, and of course it's Wednesday, so she's got a ridiculous amount of weapons. And Thing brings sunscreen. She's going back to school. Yeah, the parents didn't, but I guess in like the original cartoon and stuff, Gomez wasn't like a dreamboat like he was in the movies from the 90s. I don't know if this is true. Hold on. I'll pause it at a good part. So I don't know if this is true, but there were rumors back when this was like the first season was filming that Johnny Depp was possibly going to play Gomez. Now, may have just been rumors, but if that's true, and oh my gosh, I can't see. I should not next time, next Wicked's World, I'm gonna have to have the blinds closed. Um I thought I liked the natural light though. So anyways, there was rumors that Johnny Depp was supposed to play Gomez, and I think he would have done a good job, but because of the whole Amber Heard stuff, he may have not gotten the job, which I don't know because him and Tim Burton are so tight, so I don't know if he would have like canned him like that, but also it could be out of his, the producers and the higher ups might be like, no, you can't cast him. But also Johnny Depp on a show, I don't really see that anymore. He does movies and his whole Hollywood vampires stuff now. So yeah, exactly what I was saying. I don't think so. I think it was just a rumor, but when I heard it, I was mad because if that would have been true, I'm like, come on now. Like you can't even get work with Tim Burton. But yeah, I'm thinking it was just a rumor. What's up, Roto? Okay, let's finish through this. So yeah, just there's not much like story here, which I'm okay with. I'm actually okay with things not getting spoiled. Just show us a little bit of like what's going on. They're showing us the visuals, like weird Wednesday stuff. Like this. Um, she gives her a doll. She says the curls are super soft. And Wednesday says it's real human hair. Like, yeah. Same old Wednesday. So yeah, they're not really showing Steve Buscemi's in this. Kind of like that. They're showing bits and pieces, and I'm okay with that. Not really getting a full story yet. Just showing, what the set looks like and all that. So yeah, I'll watch it. Let me let it finish so I can see when it's coming back. Is it going to say season 2? Not until August. Netflix likes doing the part 1 and part 2 things. They sure do. Okay. So, yeah. Let me see. I think I had some stills from this. Yeah, Steve Buscemi. I like Steve Buscemi. I think he's a fit for. My gosh. Sorry about the light, guys. I won't do this next week. Ian, thank you so much for that 50 pounds. With the sunlight hitting you like that, if you filtered that into black and white, it would look peak noir, just saying. That would be cool if I could do that. Thank you so much for the 50. Oh, I'm over here. I'm usually big. I forgot that I'm this small. Let's go do the thing. I'm all over the place. Mark Reality for 2 says, go close the stupid blinds. Well, I'm sorry, Mark. So this is Steve Buscemi. All right. Hold on. You guys look at Steve Buscemi. I'll be right. Okay, we still got a little light peeking in. I can't help that, but that's much better. I'm here for Wicked Zebra. So yeah, Steve Buscemi, I don't know who he's supposed to be in this, because he looks like he's wearing like the school, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, there's that. It'll probably be okay. I think it'll be like a just like fun summer show, I guess. It's coming out here. One more look here. It's still not beating my Addams Family that I grew up with in the 90s. Oh, he's probably the headmaster. Good point. It's been 3 years and she still looks the same though. Pugsley and Wednesday. All right. Oh, that's right. You know, Lady Gaga is supposed to be in this, isn't she? I remember reading something about that. I didn't see her in the trailer though. I wonder if they took it. Going over here. There we go. I wonder if she's not gonna be in it now. We'll see. See how it goes. Speaking of Netflix stuff. Anybody still interested in Stranger Things? The kids went from being young to being like adults because of the, I don't know how many years was it in between the season 2 and 3 or whatever it was. I don't even remember. So the animated Stranger Things spin-off series is titled Stranger Things: Tales from 85. We've always dreamed of an animated Stranger Things in the vein of the Saturday morning cartoons that we grew up loving, the Duffer Brothers. It might be interesting, but I feel like they should have done this when Stranger Things was at the peak. Like, if they should have talked about an animated series like season 1 or 2. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know. I'll check it out. I did like Stranger Things the first couple seasons, and then it started going down a little bit. I am gonna finish it. Ed Song for 5, thank you. No Saturday show or just new show? You mean this show? I actually started doing Wicked's World before Saucy Saturdays, which is how Saucy Saturdays came to be. I just took about 7 months off from doing this show. So it's not technically a new show. I just brought it back, but no, we'll still be doing our Saturday show. This is the 5th show back now. Yeah, I took a break. I got to 50 episodes, stopped for about 7 months, and now we're back. But yeah, this is the show that started Saucy Saturdays. I had Disparu and X-Ray on just for fun, just to come on here and chat because I used to have guests. Now this is just my solo show. I may have people on once in a while. Like there's a couple people that I might ask that can't do Saturdays that have wanted to come on and chat with me, and I've been on their channel and stuff like that. So maybe, but for now I'm just kind of enjoying hanging out with you guys and being able to talk to chat more because it's very hard on Saucy. I see everybody in the chat. I promise, but it's hard, when you have, 3 people on a panel and you got topics. So it's hard to talk to everybody in the chat. I can't talk to everybody on the chat, even when I'm just gaming or just me. So, what's up, Corey? Wicked's World has a longer break time between seasons of Stranger Things. Nuh-uh, it wasn't even a year. It was 7 months. But yes, that's how if you guys anyone didn't know, that's how Saucy Saturday started. Tuppy says Wicked's World Born Again. Yes, except it's not a Disney version. It's still good. Thank you, Duppy. Speaking of old versions of Wicked's World, I actually am going to bring back one of our favorite segments from the show that I used to do. Am I the a-hole? On Reddit. I found 2 really funny ones. One that I'm actually going to keep aside and hope maybe I'll take a screenshot because sometimes they get deleted. That I'm going to keep for Saturday too. Okay. Let's see this. So is anybody excited? Now I get it. No, not liking Disney, totally understandable. But is anybody gonna go to the movies to see Revenge of the Sith? Hayden Christensen promoting the 20th anniversary re-release of Revenge of the Sith.
1 ticket, please.
But which movie?
1 ticket, please.
But which movie?
1 ticket, please.
That's it? That's all he said? It just repeated? Roto says, I'll go. I know a few people that went to, they released, what was the last one they went to see? If they release, I thought I read something about, them releasing, let me see if I can find it. New Hope in theaters, I would absolutely go see it, especially if it was the despecialized version that George Lucas hates. Like, why are you gonna hate something that made your world so stupid? Let me see. I'm just curious to see if it's getting it. I would go see A New Hope. It's on my PC, and I tried to. I have the despecialized version. It's great. Of A New Hope. Theater re-release. It was released May 25th, 1977. So wait. So A New Hope has been re-released theatrically multiple times. So it has been released with multiple significant changes occurring. Okay. Oh, I just missed it. Well, if I ever catch it, I would go see like any of the 3 originals. I would go see. Yeah, I don't think that they would ever do the despecialized version. No. I have it. I've watched it on a big screen. It's great. I don't know why he had to touch it and add stuff to it. Like you got money now, so just add all the little things you want to your new movies, George. So yeah, that they might re-release it in 2027. Maybe. I remember they were supposed to release the prequels in 3D, but they only did Phantom Menace. I vaguely remember that. Pokey says, I have the original theatrical release of Star Wars on VHS. I am old AF. Hold on to that forever. That is definitely a gem. I don't even know if I have this anymore, besides Hook, which I have. Can't see it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Over there. I've got Hook on VHS. I have Lion King. Like, you remember those, like, plastic ones, like, for the Disney movies? I have that somewhere. It might be at my mom's. I hope I didn't lose it. I had that for, like, since it released. Market reality for 10. Saucy Saturdays are a lot of fun. Alcohol brings out disproves inner Brit. I know. I always say that about him. I'm like, he doesn't get drunk. He just gets more British. And even he's like, what does that mean? I'm like, you wouldn't understand because you're British. You're just being yourself, really. Have you guys seen? Let me pull this up. Blabs actually reposted this, and this is the first that I've seen of this. Now, I thought that the new Lilo and Stitch looked pretty cute. Do we need more live actions? No. Will I see it in theaters? Most likely not. I don't know. I like the original Lilo and Stitch, but they took 2 alien characters and they're making them human, I guess. I seen Blabs tweet this, and I was like, what? I don't remember seeing this. So new look at Jumba and Peakley in the live action Lilo and Stitch remake in theaters on May 23rd. So do you think what they're is that the one the one guy he was just in I just finished it, by the way, Black Mirror, the new season. I just finished the last episode. Woo. Is that him? I'm gonna have to look into that. It looks like him. So do you think that they're making them like in human form or something? 'Cause it's an alien gun, Americus. Thank you, Hirokami. How are you? I'm cautiously optimistic about this. My wife and I will see it. Yeah. No, not Sean. Hold on. He was also in the Made for Love show that was on HBO. It had 2 seasons. It was with Kristen Milotti from she was Sophia Falcone on Penguin. Sorry, I'm like out of the camera now because I'm trying to hide from the light. Billy Magnuson is his name. Let's see. I'm looking at his IMDb. Yep, that is him. It is. Yep, Benabite. Yep, that's him. It's hard to tell in this picture, but yeah, he's getting cast in a few things. That actually reminds me. Hold on. I won't spoil anything, I promise. I'm not going to bring anything up because it just dropped, and I know not everybody can binge things, which I didn't. I just watched the last episode of Black Mirror yesterday. The let me see the episode list here. The USS Callister into Infinity. Very good. People were asking about that. That's all I'm going to say. It's the only time that they've done, I'm pretty sure it's the only time, correct me if I'm wrong, they've done a sequel to an episode. The original one, I think, was in season 4. Let's see. Yep, it was. It was episode 1 of season 4, the USS Callister, which was where the creepy guy, he created like, the realistic world where you go in and it's like a Star Citizen type thing, maybe. I don't know. But he was cloning people into the game and like being not good, being a bad guy about it. And they made a second episode. So the first, Black Mirror doesn't really go in together, but I would say if you haven't watched Black Mirror, watch season 4, episode 1, which is USS Callister, and then go to season 7 that just released. And the last episode, episode 6, is the USS Callister into Infinity. You should watch them. They were good. But also from this season, Plaything was a good one too. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. Maybe if Disparu and X-Ray catch up and they watch it, which it'll take them some time. I will. We'll talk about it on Saucy. Yeah, it was a Star Trek type of plot. Exactly. See you later. Thank you. Tell Vera we say hello. Yeah, it was a Star Trek type of plot. You never watched Black Mirror yet? It's got its good episodes. Some of them, like, there's never really a happy ending, but there's been a couple where it's like, Potato Squad, yeah. But yeah, I wasn't even gonna bring that up. But now that I seen his face, yeah, he was also in. Now this is a show I liked on HBO called Made for Love, 2 seasons. Interesting. It's the guy is basically like a Google person, and he creates a whole virtual world. It makes this girl think that they're like really living in this world, but it's not real. Another, I don't want to give anything away, so that'll be the details on it. On HBO, another good one. Can't believe Kick didn't work. Let me X that out. We've got 10 over there on Twitch. Hi, thank you. Okay, so I have a confession to make. Oops. Not on my stream. Hold on. It it may have been when I was super young, but I don't remember seeing the Highlander movies. Maybe it wasn't for me. I don't think I have seen it. But those of you, yes, I am Batman. How'd you know, Gravy? I have a confession to make. I'm Batman. Um, I haven't seen Highlander. When it was out, I feel like that's like it's rated R, right? So when it came out, honestly, when it came out, I don't know if I was even alive. When did Highlander originally come out? Oh yeah, no, I did not exist yet. That would probably explain it. I can watch it on Prime though. Let me add it to. It's free on Prime. Oh, it's playing. Hold on, it's playing on my phone. I'll add it to the list. Okay. All right. Well, now guess what? I confess that now, but guess what? By the next Wicked's World, I will have watched it. I promise. So are you guys excited about Henry Cavill starring in it? There's only 2? I thought there was more than 2. I might be thinking of something else. It was released in 85. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I saw that. So, is anybody excited for Henry taking the role? I feel like he takes yes. I like Cavill's. Hopefully it turns out good. I think he has shown us that he stays true to source material. So um I will watch the original Highlander so that I'm caught up on it. They're 2 different characters, Roto. Oh, thank you. What's up, Wiley? Oh, Wiley, Capable Gent said that he picked up some boxes for me from his PO box. Thank you. I should be seeing him within like the next few days because of Easter weekend and everything. Both have been busy. So I haven't had a chance. But I should be getting the stuff soon. Thank you so much. Yeah, I thought so. Multiple movies and TV series. Okay. Well, I'll watch the first movie. I think he'll stay true to the character. I mean, I don't know how true it is. I've heard mixed things about The Witcher. Originally, I heard that he put in his contract that if they go too off of the source material, and change the story too much, that he's out. But then I also heard that he thought that he was going to be doing Superman, so he left. So I don't know. I don't think unless you're an insider and you know about this stuff that we will ever know. But I would take it that he isn't happy with where they were taking the character. So either way, he's probably okay with leaving. All right, what do we got here? Has anyone seen the movie Sinners here? I heard really good things about it. Horror movie, vampire, but I'm hearing really really good things about it. I haven't heard a complaint about it yet, honestly. I do like Michael B. Jordan. I like Haley Steinfeld. I've only seen her now. I know Kate Bishop, whatever, but I like her. Ryan Coogler's Sinners is outperforming almost every single horror movie from the past decade. That's insane. From the past decade? earning 71 million domestically already, projected to pass 100 million domestic by Sunday. I didn't read this. I just seen that it's outperforming, and I pulled it up so I could talk about it on stream. Wow. Everyone in the chat saying it's really good. Epic Mike liked it a lot. Americus. Lord Greywater loved it. Past decade is a low benchmark. I know, but 71 million? Whew, and it's not even done yet? I wanna see it. Man, maybe this would probably it'd probably be better for me to go see this if I'm gonna go see something, like, within the next couple weeks. Like, Until Dawn, that will probably be on HBO like, by summer, so I think I could probably wait for that. Oh, I wanna go see it. I don't know. It's just I hate that I'm so far from a theater. When I was still in New York, I literally there was a theater 10 minutes from me, so it was so much easier for me to get to a theater. But I don't like going 30, 40 minutes, and then the movie's garbage. You know what I mean? But this one, I think I like it, and I feel like I should see it in theaters. It's probably very, just one of those, like, I'm guessing there's a bunch of action in it. What's up, Nick? See an IMAX, Two Penny Puppet says. Oh, it has From Dusk Till Dawn vibes. I like that. Now, if I don't get the chance to see it, I will definitely watch it when it comes to streaming. I want to like produced this? Let's see. Does it have it like here? Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Ryan Coogler. It doesn't say like like. Oh, here we go. Cast. Proximity. Oh, Warner Brothers. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Pretty homepage. Oh, yeah, that is pretty. Focus, Americus. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think I should go see this. I might. If I do, I will let you guys know. I'll do let me put my critic list in here. I'll do Highlander on critic list too, guys. If you're not on critic list, you should definitely join. Jay actually got me the heck. I'm confused because I opened up another tab and his stream was on and I said his name and I'm like, did I summon him? Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to get a tab up for critic list. If you even if you just like want to look at people's reviews. Why is it's making me sign in? Hold on. Well, darn it. Hold on. I haven't done a review on there in a bit. I was having fun doing them for a couple weeks there. Not that I don't have fun now. I've just Easter week is a busy week for me. That's all. Trying to find. I should put it in my link tree. That would make it a heck of a lot easier now, wouldn't it? Where is it? Could have sworn I posted that I was on here. Give me a second, guys. Interesting. Okay, I guess it's not. Oh, you know what? I got the app. I'm just going to post it in the chat that way. That works. Okay. This is my critic list. If I'm going to post it on the YouTube side. I don't know if one of my mods wants to maybe copy it and post it on Twitch for anybody there that wants to see. Unorganized. Thank you, Two Penny Puppet. Okay. Well, there it is. There's me on critic lists. It's fun. And it's people you actually can see real reviews, right? Not people kissing butt just to, gain favor with these Hollywood people. I've been doing older movies actually. Like I think the last one I did was Tombstone. Yeah, it was Tombstone. I gotta get back on there. Yeah, I'll do can you review video games on Criticist? I don't know, Americus. Let me see. Let me search a video game. I'm sure they'll add it if it's not on there. It's still very new. Let's see. I'm not seeing video games. Nope. But I'll pass it along. Blaine, the creator, actually follows me. So, and he's on the Monday show with Jay. Monday's the Hangover show. So, maybe I'll pop in chat and be like, hey, I feel like they mentioned it at some point though. Uh, so I think that they're working on it. Okay, what's this? Is this the stupid take from Netflix? Oh yeah, this is dumb. I don't want as much as movies suck lately, the past like decade. There's been some good ones, but you guys know what I mean. Um I think this is a stupid take, but of course Netflix is going to have this take. They want people to just sit at home and watch Netflix. They don't want stuff in theaters. So, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos, sounds right, says releasing movies in theaters is an outmoded idea for most people, and that Netflix is saving Hollywood. I mean, listen, I don't think it's outmoded. I think people want to they wanna go to the movies and experience that, like, it's a great experience going with your parents when you're a kid, seeing your first movie. The first movie I ever seen was Jumanji in theaters. I know that was the first one that I seen without my mom. My older brother took me. I probably had seen something I had to have seen something before that, but that's the first that I can remember. And it was amazing. I remember going to see talking Robin Williams, big Robin Williams fan, going with my mom to see Flubber and like getting a stomach ache from eating too much candy, but it was still great. Um, so that is stupid, but I won't disagree that they're kind of I wouldn't say saving Hollywood, but they're keeping people in you know, working that might not be getting theatrical releases, I guess. Uh what is the consumer trying to tell us that they'd like to watch movies at home? People do like to watch movies at home, but I think generally, if someone can go to a theater to see something that they really want to see, they would totally prefer to see it in theater. That's why we're getting re-releases of like Revenge of the Sith. They're gonna get a lot of money from that because people are gonna go see it that were too young or weren't born yet when those movies came out. Like, for instance, me with the original Star Wars, A New Hope, and I would love to see that in theaters that I wasn't alive yet. So I think that outmoded is stupid. Yeah, there's something immersive about watching it in theater. Like you can't beat that. Like when you go see like um a really good action movie, you go see it in theaters. It's not the same as sitting at home. Even if you have surround sound at home, a big screen at home, it's not the same as just having that huge screen and just the surround sound, the seats vibrating. It really, like you said, it's immersive. That was a stupid take, but of course they're gonna say that. They want more people subbing to or subscribing, whatever, to Netflix, and that's it. It's not old-fashioned, it's overpriced. That's a really good point. It's not old-fashioned, it's overpriced. It is. Marker Reality, thank you so much for the 5. People need a reason to get out of the house. If it isn't going to be movies and something else to replace the movie experience. Exactly. Like, think about us now reminiscing over Blockbuster. I think if Blockbuster came back in some sort of capacity, that it might do well. Nostalgia, and then you think of, like, the Gen Zers that didn't actually have it, right? Like, the young ones. I guess the older Gen Zers probably had Blockbuster. I don't know. I don't even know when it, uh when they completely shut down. But I think that it actually might do well. Um, being able to rent a movie. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe people would rather just do digital. But there are some people that like having physical copies in their hands. And back with the Switch stuff that I was talking about a few weeks ago. Um, Nintendo games have always been expensive. So even back when I had my Nintendo 64, I had a couple of games, but my mom I rented a lot of games because they were too expensive to buy. My mom didn't wanna spend $50, $60. She couldn't afford it. So I feel bad for parents, dealing with that now because you can't rent games anymore. So if Blockbuster came back for something like that or some form of Blockbuster, right? Something where you could rent games as well as movies, I don't know, I think that it may do well. It's worth giving it a shot, I would say. And speaking of the Switch too, big talk today because you could pre-order it. Has anybody in the chat pre-ordered a Switch 2? Just curious. But oh yeah, there is Game Pass, but like that doesn't work for Switch. Um I did not pre-order it. Everyone's saying no. So I have to have my actual Switch looked at because the charger port is broken. So I'm gonna send it to somebody that can fix it for me because the Switch itself is not broken, but it won't charge. Wolfman Ryan tried, but no luck. Americus, yeah. Janky Kong says, I'm a sucker. I pre-order one. So I would, but I have some things that are before it. Like, for instance, I need to get a new car very soon. So I'm like, I gotta be a responsible adult. Would I have loved to go out and pre-order one? Yes. But I'm gonna be responsible. I've got plenty of games on my Steam library that I haven't played. I got the PS5. I plan on pulling out Scott Pilgrim and playing that very soon. So I will eventually get the Switch too, but no, I did not run out and pre-order it. So the only downside for me with that is that I probably won't be able to get the bundle. Um yeah, car is definitely more important. Yeah, I need to get around. I don't know how people can do it, like Ubering all the time or just not drive. I don't get it. Um but yeah. So I'll eventually get one. The only downside is that I possibly won't be able to get the package where it comes with the what is it, the Mario Kart World for only $50. So it'll be a while before I get that one. The only game, and I will admit that I'm gonna be a sucker for this because I love Donkey Kong. You guys already know this. I will pay $80 for the Donkey Kong game when I eventually get the Switch 2. It's been 8 years since we got a Donkey Kong game. I think it looks fantastic. So, yeah, I may even I may even be able to get the bundle when I eventually go. Uh, they say it's limited, but they'll probably bring it back, like, especially around, like, Christmas time. I could see them doing it because parents will buy it up because, "Okay, we get a free game and the Switch 2, alright." I mean, they always do that. My mom did that for me. I got the Jungle Green 64, and it came with Donkey Kong 64. So, I think they're gonna bring it back. If they don't, then it'll be a while before I get Mario Kart. I haven't played Mario Kart in so long on my other Switch anyway, so I'll live without it. But I will, when I do get the Switch, I will absolutely be getting the Donkey Kong game. They're gonna get me with that because that's my favorite IP from Nintendo. The non-bundle sold out way faster today. Really? I wonder how bad scalping is going to be for the Switch 2. Do I have something up for that? I meant to. I thought I pulled something up. Oh, crap. Let me see if I have it bookmarked. I seen something where Nintendo was I don't know if it was proven though that they were making fake accounts to stop scalping. Let me see. Thought I saw some. Oh, yep. Here it is. Here we go. I forgot to pull it up, but I did. Thank goodness I bookmarked it. So yeah, this is what Dextro tweeted. Nintendo fans flooded eBay with fake Switch 2 pre-orders to drown. Oh, it was Nintendo fans. Sorry, not Nintendo. I read this wrong when I first looked at it. So Nintendo fans flooded eBay with fake Switch 2 pre-orders to drown out scalper listings. Fake listings were selling prints of console under retail prices in order to drive down resale value and discourage scalpers. That is, if anyone that can do something like that is just garbage. Like, how can you just scam somebody out of their money for that? People were doing that. So, friends of mine that have helped me build my PCs, I've built 2 now, with help because you know, um, they said that people like graphics cards, they will take pictures of a graphics card, put it on eBay, and charge you through the roof for it, and then you just get a picture delivered to you. Like, that is so shady. Like, why? I I can't comprehend it because I've learned, especially from being on the internet, is that you can't put yourself in the mindset of people like that when you're not like that. Yeah, it's really evil. So yeah, they do that, and like, what does this say? Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order confirmed. Read description. Pre-order screenshot only. This listing is for a printed screenshot only. No console. This listing is to combat bots and scalpers. Okay. That's actually kind of smart. Like, it is illegal, but people do it and they get away with it. They make fake accounts, I guess. eBay's probably cracked down on it more over the years, but oh yeah, people definitely still scam on eBay. Um, oh, here we go. Some scalpers were successful in their sales. Let's see. Oh, here it is right here. Minute. Okay, so Walmart and Target began their pre-order process. Hold on. The regular Switch 2 comes in 44 or $449.99 at retail. And the bundle with Mario Kart included goes for $49.99 or $499. I'm saying $49.99 like it's only $49. $499.99. Just make it $450 and $500. Anyways, Walmart and Target began their pre-order process right at midnight on April 24th, and the console almost immediately began selling out as fans flooded or flocked to the respective sites to make their order. Minutes later, listings on eBay began to sell for as high as $850. See, that's insane. Like, I would just wait. $850, they're gonna make more. Uh $850 for the Switch 2 and matching Pro controller, over $300 more than retail. Bundles of the console were with Mario Kart would have gone as high for $734, which is over 200 more. Oh, that's insane. Anyone that does that, like, come on. Like, you need the game that bad. Summer's coming up. Go outside. Get a bike. Kids, go to the playground, go to the pool. My goodness. Um, that's just, it's too much. I would not. Like, 850, you could start the build of a really nice PC for that. Uh, yeah, no. No way. I don't want one that bad. Like, even me, like, I probably could have gotten my hands on one if I would have went to like a GameStop or something. But like I said, I've got more important adult things that I got to take care of first, unfortunately. But this just makes me play the games that I have. I have a bunch in my Steam list. I have some that I need to finish. I've got the PS5, a couple games on there that I've been thinking about starting, so I can wait. It's okay. Um, eBay should not allow the sale of new stuff like the Switch 2 for at least 3 months. Yeah, Ancient Gamer, I'm totally with you on that. They should block stuff like that for this reason. For this, because I get it, like, people will go, like, there's a big, believe it or not, there is a huge market for popcorn buckets, especially like ones from like Disney that are limited time, and people will buy them for like, I think it depends, I think it's like 20, $30 depending, because they have sippers and stuff too, and then people will go sell them on eBay for a lot of money. Now, that's completely different than this, right? Like that's actually something limited that's not going to come out again. So I'm not saying it's right to do that, but I don't disagree that they maybe should halt it a little bit because it's but again, that's kind of I don't know. People might disagree with that. I just think scalping is so messed up. Especially with that, like you're buying them from somebody else and jacking the price up. But just wait. The way to combat it is don't buy from these stupid scalpers. Problem solved. I wouldn't. I would not I would never spend $800 on a Switch. Mm-mm. Uh, if the other person is willing to pay that price, why not? No forces used. I mean, you do raise a good point, Hoagies, but that's why I'm saying, you know what? Like, instead of eBay just completely like stopping that, which would make people mad because they're, messing with rights. I think it's a rights issue there. Just don't. I say just don't buy from these scalpers. Yeah, stop feeding the problem by buying from scalpers. Exactly. Pokemon cards are the worst. Oh, I bet Christian Rocker. Oh my gosh. Uh, Greed meets FOMO. The people who buy from scalpers are the same. This passes that buy $25 beers at sports stadiums as long as enough suckers are willing to pay. The rest have to deal with the market. Yeah, that's the truth. Oh, I forgot I pulled this one up. Okay, so Sam Raimi. I like Sam Raimi. He does Spider-Man with Tobey, Evil Dead. He has wrapped up filming his next movie, which is called Send Help. Didn't even know about this. I mean, I may have heard about it. I get flooded with so much like pop culture news these days from doing like Saucy and all this that I just sometimes I forget. So, but I don't recall this. So, it's described as a horror version of Castaway mixed with Misery. Sounds pretty scary. I will say that I have faith that Sam Raimi can make a good horror film because the original Evil Dead was actually pretty scary, especially for the time. Starring Dylan O'Brien and Rachel McAdams. I love Rachel McAdams, so I'm not mad at that. I haven't seen her in anything in a while, so I like that. It's in theaters January 30th, 2026. Is anybody interested in this movie? I already read Mark's super chat. Mate gifted a membership. I don't remember if I think I said thank you. I didn't unstar it though, but thank you, mate. Ryan, thank you for the 5. I have this dream of opening up an old school pharmacy with sodas and ice cream and the like with gifts like the 50s, but I know it'll never work. Oh, Ryan, that would be great. You never know, especially if it's like I know prices are probably insane to open a business, but I love that idea. I would 1000% go to a place like that. I love finding like old-fashioned looking diners and stuff. I have vintage kind of like clothes, like the 50s and 60s dresses. I love that style, and sometimes I actually do go out in them. I would be so on board for that. Nostalgia is don't doubt nostalgia. Now I know it would cost a lot of money to do this, but you can make it work. Just have like a little ice cream shop like that. I think that would be adorable. I'm 1000% on board for that. Sam Raimi hasn't been Sam Raimi for a long time. What's the last movie that he did? Do you have Silver Diners in Florida? Where are those? I don't know. I'd really like another season of Ash vs. Evil Dead. I want them to do an anime. There's talks of them doing. He did Doctor Strange. Oh crap! I forgot about that. Um, there's talks of them doing an animated series, which I'm on board for because Bruce Campbell said himself, like he can't look the role of Ash forever. Like he's getting old and he can't keep up with it, but he could voice the character, as long as he's alive. So I am absolutely on board for that. Oh, retro diners. Yeah, there's some. I posted pictures actually on my Instagram. Um I went to a really cute uh like 60s diner. It was like last year. I wore one of those 50s, 60s dresses. I say 50s, 60s because I feel like these places take from both decades. But yeah, there's some here. They're nice. Yeah, I totally forgot that he did Doctor Strange. 60s dresses in the UK were very mini. Yeah, so I think 50 is more of like the housewife flowy ones, and then 60s where they got into like the more like tighter look. Yeah, I love the pinup era MTV, Steve. Yes. I'm constantly looking for dresses like that. I love doing like photo shoots and being a dork about that stuff. I guess it's not a dork, it's just like a mini little passion of mine. Like you guys know that I like um doing cosplays, and that's another thing I like to do besides my pirate stuff. That's one of my favorites. I like doing retro dresses and stuff as well. Okay, let's see. We got a couple more things. See, I'm always like, oh, I'm not gonna have 2 hours worth of stuff, and then I start talking. So this is not surprising to anybody that's been paying attention. Sonic 3 was the 10th most profitable film of 2024. The film made a net profit of 123.6 million for the studio. This is how you do a video game movie. Now listen, I know Minecraft did well, but I'm not on I'm not interested in seeing it. Uh this and Mario, Sonic and Mario, they're good video game movies. Now, see, this is what I mean. Like, what? This is a lot of money. Sinners already made 71, and they're not even done yet. They might not get to this, but that's just crazy to me that that movie made so much money. I really did enjoy the Sonic movies. I like them all. They're good. They're gonna keep going with them. So I'm gonna pull up something, and I want to see if anybody in the chat remembers this. It's a stupid little side topic that I'm pulling up tonight because it popped into my head last night before I went to sleep, and I was like, literally, like, like when you're about to go to sleep and you're gonna like get into that mode, and then you remember something or something just pops into your head. Well, that was this. Um, I did watch the Knuckle Show. So, unpopular opinion, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was mid, and I looked at it like this is fully for children. Like I know children's movies also they should entertain adults, but I like some of the more like silly lines and cheesy stuff. I'm like kids are going to laugh at that. I think it's stupid, but 10-year-old me probably would have laughed at that. That's how I looked at it. Um we needed more Knuckles. Absolutely. Absolutely needed more Knuckles. It was mid, but I didn't hate it as much as everybody else did. It was all right. Yeah, it was about what was his name? Dale. I forgot his name already. We needed more Knuckles, and that would have made it better. Who else remembers this? And who else bugged their parents to buy this for them and then didn't eat it? Do you remember the Easy Squirt? The funky purple, this right here. I begged my mom to get it. Wade was his name. That's right. That's right. That's right. Tell me if you remember this, because it did. It was just regular ketchup, but like this is peak '90s. Okay, like this is not peak, pure '90s stuff right now. That '90s territory. You never heard of it? You had them all, Christian Rocker. You don't remember that, and you're from Pittsburgh. Well, I remember it. I remember my mom got me the purple one, and we're at the store, and I'm like, I want the purple ketchup. She's like, you're not gonna eat it, and I was like, I will eat it. She's like, you're not gonna eat it, and I'm like, I want the purple ketchup. I'm gonna eat it. So she got me the purple ketchup. And she was right. I didn't eat it. um, they also had blue. Hi A2. I used to think the green one was made from green tomatoes. I mean, it would make sense. You remember it but never had it? Yeah, I did. I ate it a little bit, but it was like, from what I can remember, it did taste like ketchup. But when you put purple like this on your fries, it does something to your brain. Where you're like, and it had a tiny bit of an off taste, and I do remember eating, like, a nice majority of it because my mom was like, "I bought this, you are eating it. You bugged me about this, you are eating it." Um, so this made me go down this little rabbit hole here. Um, There's some 90s snacks that I miss, but it's probably a good thing that they're gone because the 90s was the era of like neon everything. Uh Hunter says, didn't they have a Shrek version or was it just green? Heinz let's see. Green ketchup Shrek. They did. Wow, you pulled that one out of the memory banks, huh? I didn't even remember that. But yeah, and they had like a red one too, but it's like that's just regular ketchup. It was the easy squirt bottle, I guess. But yeah, I had the purple one. I didn't eat it. Um, but I pulled this up. Some of the stuff I don't remember. Some of the stuff is actually still available. I remember this dinosaur egg. That might still be available. And the oatmeal. Dunkaroos, those were my jam. Wonder Ball. Now this was when it was like actually Wonder Ball. Like they still have it, but now there's candy inside of it and you get like a coin or a little toy on the outside. Uh yeah, 3D Wolfman, hold on. I'm going to get to that in a second. I have another tab that actually had that on there. All this stuff, Boo Berry, that comes out still around Halloween, I think. Um oh wow, the Trix yogurt, I had that probably loaded with sugar. Um, it delivered what? Hold on. I don't even remember opening that. There's a 90s snack box. I'm gonna keep that open. We might need to eat one of those on Wicked Manja, and I'll have a sugar attack. Um, here we go. Who remembers this? Fruitopia. Does anybody remember this? The Fruitopia machines. I remember in 4th grade. It was like the cool kids got it for lunch, and I was so happy when my mom would give me money for me to get Fruitopia. Is Fruitopia still a thing? I would drink some Fruitopia and get a sugar rush. Uh, is it still a thing? I see it on eBay. I remember looking it up because I'm like, I wanna see if they still have Fruitopia, and I didn't see it anywhere. I don't see it in stores. What is this? From Caffeine, Cam, and More free delivery. So they don't have it at like Walmart or like grocery stores. But yeah, I was in like 4th grade, I think it was, and yeah, that was I felt super cool whenever my mom gave me money to get Fruitopia. Sorry, we went off on a tangent here. You still have Fruitopia in Canada? I gotta ask X-Ray Girl to send me some. But where okay, hold on. Was this it? Get trivia delivered to your no, I don't want trivia. Okay. So this is where the 3D Doritos come in. Dunkaroos, they still have them, but they're not the same. They still have Go-Gurt. That's still very much a thing. And Lunchables, but those aren't the same either. They don't look the same. Fruit by the Foot. I don't know if they still have fruit. They probably still have Fruit by the Foot. I know they still have fruit roll-ups, but Fruit by the Foot was different. If you know, you know. I think it might have been Coke, Pokies. I'm not sure though. High C, I know they still have like the big containers of that. Uh Bagel Bites. Oh, they definitely still have them. I love Bagel Bites. Pop Rocks. Wasn't it like a 70s candy though? They definitely still have those. Ring Pops, also still a thing. Cosmic Brownies, definitely still a thing. Bye, Wiley. Janky Kong says best Canadian snack is Hawkins Cheesies. I should send X-Ray like money or something and ask her to make me a Canadian snack box. I'm sure I could just order one though. Probably be cheaper than her having to send it because it's expensive. 3D Doritos. Man, I remember not actually liking these because I was a huge Dorito girl when I was younger. Now I actually don't like Doritos. They taste like stale to me and like greasy. I like baked chips now when I eat chips like Sun Chips, stuff like that. But I remember getting 3D Doritos. Like my brother loved these and I tried them and I was just like, I don't know if the taste was actually off or it was just like it looked weird to me. So like my little brain was like, no. I would like to try the jalapeno cheddar ones now though. That was it. But yep, there they are. Oh, the nostalgia. You guys are welcome. And sorry if you're hungry now. But the ketchup just like popped into my brain last night, and I'm like, I'm gonna pull up some 90s snacks tomorrow. Okay. So if you remember, this is, here we go. When I used to do Wicked's World before I stopped it, I always did Am I the A-hole on Reddit? We're gonna watch some of that in a second. I have 2 here. Which one is this? Now, I just read them because Reddit's weird. So I just read the story because if I pull it up and you see like their name and stuff, I don't know. Reddit's weird. Anyways, this one, I have 2. I think I might save one. I don't know. I'm contemplating saving the one for Saucy, but maybe I'll read it here too. You guys can get a sneak peek. So this one says, "Am I the a-hole for snapping when someone rubbed my belly and implied I might be pregnant?" So today, my office building, this whole story is weird. Dr. Diablo says, "Being from the UK, I only recognize the ring pop." Really? Yeah, candies are definitely different over there. I know we've had that discussion with this brew quite a bit. The different candies and stuff. So today my office building was throwing a little fiesta themed event and they offered free lunch in the cafeteria. A bunch of us went down to grab food. While I was standing in line, I opened the Nest camera, which this whole story is just I don't know. The Nest camera app to check on something and saw a little bird that's been showing up outside every day. I laughed and casually said to no one in particular, "This bird comes to visit me every day." Right after I said that, a coworker who has made pregnancy comments towards me before came up, rubbed my belly without asking. Don't do that. And said something like, "Maybe it's because you've got a baby bird on the way." I felt this immediate wave of rage. Like, why are we still doing this in 2025? So I said, "Don't be wishing that kind of bad luck on me." That's rude. Like, but we're living in a society now where some people don't look at having children as a blessing. So whatever, to each his own. That was a rude thing to say, but also just coming up and rubbing her belly like weird. She looked super taken back, and my boss, who overheard, also looked at me like I had just said something offensive. It felt like I was the crazy one for being upset, but I didn't ask to be touched. I'm not pregnant, and I really don't like people making those kind of comments about my body. Now I'm wondering, am I the a-hole for reacting the way I did? Edit, I'm not overweight, which only makes it weirder because I do not look pregnant. I think they're both the a-holes here. It's gonna be equal. Like, that's weird to come on someone and just do that. But also to say, like, "Don't wish that bad luck on me." Like, you're probably surrounded by people that have families, and it's kind of rude. So I'd be mad, but she doesn't. The girl that touched probably more of the a-hole, but her like snapping, I get that, but saying like "wish that bad luck on me" is like because the times that we're living in is really like uh anti-family. Uh, and I personally don't agree with that. So everyone is saying that the coworker was the a-hole, but there are some comments in here. Hold on. Somebody commented. Now this person probably has at least has blue hair or pronouns in bio. I don't know. They uh they said, "Don't forget that what the coworker did was actually assault and battery under the law." How is that assault and battery? And then someone replied, "I don't think any functioning police department would arrest someone for battery for this." I have been assaulted. That makes me think of from Reno 911. Uh Nick, what's his name? Nick, oh my gosh, the guy he rode around this on this the rollerblades and he's just like, "I've been murdered." No, you haven't been murdered. That's assault. Oh gosh. Assault and battery. What a silly world we live in. These people don't live in the real world. Exactly. All right, there's one more. I might keep this up. Hopefully I don't exit out. If I do, I'll just I'll pull this up for Saucy. So it's am I the a-hole? And I'm very Nick Swartzen. Yeah. Because there's people from different countries in here. So I'm curious to know what your guys' thoughts are on this. Am I the a-hole for saying Asian squat? Now that title got me. I was like, what does that even mean? So hello everyone. I, 38 female, was in a conversation yesterday with some friends and I was talking about a recent project and said I was working for so long, I didn't realize how long I was holding an Asian squat and my back is kind of grumpy today. So I'm guessing now, like, I don't mean offense here, but like growing up, we always said like Indian style because that's how like the Native Americans used to sit and it was never an offensive thing. I actually am seeing that way right now. So that's what she means if anyone's wondering. Um, I didn't think twice about it. I remember having some friends in college around 2005, 2006-ish, who told me the term originally, and I've used it casually since, especially when we did Asian squat competitions. Is it not sitting Indian style then? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Um, or just in random conversations here and there. One friend said, "You can't say that. It's very offensive." And when I asked why, they shut the conversation down and got really annoyed with me, which can't stand people that do that. Wait till we get deeper in. You'll see what like this is like internet people. I understand with uh antiquated terms like Indian style. See, yeah, maybe that's what she meant. Or Eskimo kiss that are out of date or in poor taste. I don't think either of those are in poor taste. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that because you're not like attacking anybody when you say it. Okay. But I'm confused as I thought it was what you called it. I texted one of my friends who is Asian and she said, "Nah, that's what we call it." But I'm just unsure for context. She said, "But I'm just unsure. For context, I'm white. This friend in the group is white. Shocker." The friends I referenced from college were a blend of Korean, Bengali, and Chinese. Is there a different term or am I the a-hole? Update. We got an update. Oh, it's a deep squat? Okay, never mind. Okay then. So it's still I still don't see a problem with it. So update, we get an update on this one. I texted her and asked for clarification and let her know that I didn't mean it in an offensive way, only that was what I was accustomed to calling it. We texted back and forth a bit, and she said that she assumed I was being racist or was racist because many people here add Black and Mexican identifiers in negative ways. The reason she shut down immediately was because she thought I was going to justify being a racist slash making racist remarks. We are more acquaintances and not super close, so she assumed that was my intent. We talked a bit more, and I get where she was coming from, especially being in the South. So they're in the South. But everything is good now. Thank you, everyone, for your input. So, and the majority of comments are like, "I'm Asian, you're not the a-hole. I'm Asian, you're not the a-hole." Like, there's a bunch of those going down. Um, that was a Karen. She encountered a Karen and probably didn't realize it. Yeah, exactly. Like people get and that's why I said shocker. She's like, "I'm white and the lady's white." Yeah, shocker that a white person got offended for somebody else because that's who really gets offended. Uh, I'm gonna save this one because I want to hear X-Ray's thoughts on it. I know she's obviously not gonna say anything, but I want to know if she like knows about it. I've never heard that term before. I actually thought that it was like sitting Indian style, which I don't think Indian style or Eskimo kiss are in poor taste because they're not attacking anybody. A bunch of narcissist people nowadays riding their high horses. Exactly. You are exactly right. So that was nice. I would have rather find a more funny one, but I thought they were kind of interesting. I don't think one will of these are going to top that one that we read with the vegan girlfriend that got mad when she got scared of a spider and her boyfriend tried to like get it out and not kill it because like she's vegan and she doesn't want things killed. And then he had to kill it because he couldn't get it out. And then she like didn't talk to him for like a week, and everyone in the chat was like, "You dodged a bullet, man. She's vegan." The comments were so funny on that one. Uh, but yeah, maybe I'll try to bring one up every week if I remember. Because I used to do "Am I the a-hole?" like one every show because I think they're kind of funny. She needs to find a better workplace. Yeah, agreed. So, oh, this one has like a shiny background. Okay, so what I'm gonna start doing because I don't always have time to finish the comics that I start like before the next show. I'm still finishing Spider-Man Blue, and also the Nightwing. But the Nightwing one is like freaking huge. It's gonna take me a bit. But Adam, thank you so much for sending me this. You also sent me volume 1. I have the Transformers volume 2, Transform to Oblivion, which I read the first one in one sitting. I got sucked in, and it's not too long, so that's most likely what'll happen with this. So this is gonna be my next read. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. When I'm talking about comics on the stream, I'm just gonna show you guys my next read. And if I happen to have finished it, then I'll, talk about it. But I think it'll be easier for me to do that because when I pick these huge graphic novels, not this one, but the other ones, I don't always finish them in a week. So I will let you guys know how this is. I've heard nothing but good things. I don't want to like spoil anything for myself, but the artwork on these are amazing. So Megatron. So, oh, you know what, guys? When I was at Universal yesterday, I posted a picture on X. Some of you probably saw it. I'll pull it up. So I'm not really into plushies. So, but like I'm just not really a plushie girl. It depends. Like I like my Alien, the Xenomorph one. Guys, I took this picture with him and I didn't buy him and I'm kind of regretting it now. Do you guys think that the next time I go to Universal I should get it? It'll stay there because they have like the Transformers ride and stuff. Should I get him? I didn't. I just was like, "Oh, look, it's my boy." And I thought it was funny to take a picture and post it because you guys know the whole Megatron thing. Should I get it the next time I go back? Most welcome. You also got another gift coming. Oh, thank you, Adam. Everyone's saying yes. Because listen, I'm not a plushie person, but I feel like certain plushies I can, I'll get it. Like I have the Xenomorph. She's cute. Okay, she's a very cute plushie. But I'm not, not really a plushie girl. They have a mini one. The mini one has like a little smile though. I think I like angry looking Megatron. Get it. Should have gotten him. The tariffs will drive up the price for the next ones. So he has to be in the background though. Gotta enjoy the little things. Yeah, I probably will the next time, or I'll ask someone like if I know one of my friends are there. I'll be like, "Can you grab it? I'll send you the money. Just put it aside for me, or send it to me." Um, he can go chill on the floor next to Scott Pilgrim. It is funny though. Someone pointed out that he doesn't have his guns or cannon or anything. Weird, huh? I don't know. I just realized I got a bunch of 252 likes. You guys are silly. Thank you for liking my dorky little Megatron picture. And I guess to end it out, I'll show you guys the one thing I did buy. So I try to be good when I go to the parks and stuff because it's easy to spend the money that you're not supposed to spend. I did buy one thing for when I eventually make it to Epic Universe one day. I like the Bride of Frankenstein. Got her up there. Shout out Wiley. That's a really nice figure. But I got this for when I go to Epic Universe. They have the Dark Universe world there, and it's just a cute little purse. These are great for the theme parks, and it's cute. I like the Bride of Frankenstein. She did not get enough screen time in her movie. What's up, Chewy? Yes, I know it's been a while. I'm back on Twitch. So that's what I got instead of Megatron. Maybe we'll get Megatron next time. Oh, well, it's good to be back, Chewy. I'm planning on doing everything will be over on Twitch because I don't have an issue doing my podcasts. Like I tried to do I use a different like streaming service, I guess, whatever for my podcast versus when I do my gaming streams. And for some reason, StreamYards which is what I use, it does not want to work for Kick. So my podcasts are going to be a Twitch and YouTube exclusive, I guess. But my gaming streams will be on everything. But yeah, it's good to be back. I missed I miss doing Wicked's World. So, do they have a lot of new monster merch? There actually was a decent amount. I have it the pinned comment on my YouTube. I skimmed through it a little bit. I went to the one store at Universal. Because most of it is going to be at Epic Universe, but if you look, it's a short stream. I was having issues with my little gimbal here, so excuse anyone that watches back and the video looks silly. Uh, it wasn't too bad. I worked with it. But they do have some new monster merch at Universal, and I did a quick sneak peek of it on that stream, on the last live stream. So you missed Vibe Bunny. I know Vibe Bunny is pretty cool, isn't he? Let's see. Who's on? Oh, I was gonna raid Jay, but it looks like he's not on. Wicked's World missed you too, ma'am. Thank you so much for the $2, Mark. Thank you for the love, guys. I really appreciate it. And you know what? Before I go, please, the pinned comment is my vlog channel. Within the next couple weeks, there's something really awesome that's going to be happening. I'm working on a few things. I know there wasn't a lot up there for a little bit, but life's just been a bit crazy. But there's going to be some really cool stuff coming up in the next couple weeks. So if you're into like vlogs and food, oh, I'm on Kick. What the heck am I doing? I'm sitting here on Kick trying to raid, and I'm not even on Kick. What's wrong with me? Mike, what's up, Mike? Hey, Mike's been on Wicked's World. He was on here before I ended. Does X-Ray does do? All right, let's see if we can figure out this raid. I'm gonna try and raid her on. She's gonna be like, "What the heck? This is where me and X-Ray met." On Twitch. Okay. /raid. I wish that they would make it easy to raid, just like did it work? Yes, the raid's been created. All right, I figured it out. I forgot how to do raids, but we're back. Raids over on Twitch. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I may be streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure though, but if not, I will see you guys 7 p.m. Eastern on Saturday for Saucy. Go say hi to Extra Girl. And yeah, have a good night, guys. Bye.